Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing my pick'ems and predictions for the VCT EMEA Kickoff Tournament. The Kickoff Tournament for EMEA starts Tuesday, so we're going to be going through each match in the group stage and then kind of talking about who I think is going to win in play-in and in playoffs. So starting off with Group A, we have Team Heretics versus Foot Esports. I feel like this is a pretty easy decision on Foot. If you watch my rankings, Heretics is last, Foot is not. So they look like the much better team. They should make it through. Heretics pretty handily. Giant X versus Carmine Corp. These are two teams that I am very interested to see how they end up doing. Carmine Corp making a lot of changes, bringing in basically a whole new roster, only keeping Shin. Giant X mainly just making one change at IGL, bringing in Redgar, who, I mean, he had a decent year on Team Liquid, but he is maybe seen as one of the reasons why Liquid didn't end up going very far. I feel like Giant X is the safer pick, so I'm going to go for that. I just think on paper they look better. Not by much, but Carmine Corp, I mean, they do look like they should be better, but I don't know if they beat Giant X right out the gate. Down here at the elimination stage, I'll pick Carmine Corp for this one. Again, I just think they're better than Team Heretics. I don't see Heretics going very far. Foot versus Giant, I'll say Foot. I think they're the better team. I think they're one of the best in EMEA. They definitely surprised a lot of people last year with their placement, so I'll say that they're able to, perform well and make it to the playoff stage. This group does look pretty easy for them. So moving on to the decider, Giant X versus Carmine Corp. I'll say Giant X. That just seems like the safer pick. So moving on to Group B, we have Navi versus BBL. Not going to spend too much time on it. Navi should win that one very easily. BBL not looking like they're going to be a very good team. Team Liquid versus Koi. I honestly don't think Koi looks as bad as some have been saying, but I will say Liquid looked much better, so I'm going to put them for that. For the elimination stage, BBL versus Koi. Koi hasn't been together for that long. BBL looks bad, like they're going to be bad again this year, at least in my predictions. I'll say Koi ends up finding just some random synergy, even though they've been together for like a week, and end up beating BBL. For the winners final, Navi versus Team Liquid. Navi should be the favorite for this one, but I'm going to say an upset happens and Team Liquid end up beating them and moving on to playoff stage. On paper, Navi should be the better team, but upsets are going to happen, and Navi has tended to be kind of chokers. At least they were last year. We'll see if that improves with Artis being back on the team, but I think Liquid just end up finding a bit of synergy and being able to beat Navi just right out the gate. Navi versus Koi. Navi wins that. Not going to spend any time on that. That's pretty obvious. But hey, maybe Navi end up choking and Koi actually ends up winning. We'll see. Moving on to Group C, Team Vitality versus Gentlemates. I'm very curious to see how each of these teams do this year. Gentlemates being the Ascension team, Team Vitality looking like they should be much better on paper than they were last year. They did have a rough season, so I do think this is going to be maybe a nail-biter, but I'll say Vitality comes out on top. Fnatic versus Team Vitality. I feel bad for Vitality here. Yeah, Fnatic wins that. That's just, I mean, yeah. Them making the playoffs, shocker. Which means there's a rematch. Maybe Gentlemates win the rematch. I'll say Vitality wins that as well and moves on to the play-in stage. So for the play-in, we have Vitality, Giant X, and Navi, and I think Navi should come out on top for that one. But then who wins in playoffs? Well, I'm not going to waste your time too much. Fnatic is going to be one of the teams that makes it to Madrid, so who else? So that would mean Liquid, Navi, and Foot. If the bracket that's on VLR is an indication of how that playoff bracket would work out, it would be Fnatic versus Liquid and then Navi versus Foot. Navi probably looking for revenge. Foot probably looking, to be really good. CNED probably wanting revenge on his old team. I'm going to say Foot surprises, and they qualify for Madrid. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What are your predictions for this tournament? Do you think my predictions are pretty good, or do you think they're wildly off? Let me know. Please click like if you enjoyed this video. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.